Hello, friends. How are you? It's Kimberly here, powerliving.us. I hope you guys are great. Let me just get this started here for you guys so you can see the screen. I'm happy you're here. Happy New Year. Tonight is all about how to use essential oils. Just a basic workshop here. So let's see. I'll see if I'll share a screen. Maybe. Here we go. Okay. Aha. You should be able to see maybe see some slides. Anyway, so, one of the benefits of being a Melaleuca shopper is to be able to take advantage of just, honestly, I don't know how people can afford not to shop here, right? So I have been using essential oils now for, gosh, over 20 years. And I love using them for myself. I love using them for my family. And in my Reiki and my massage practice, I really enjoy using oils too. They're very powerful. And as a matter of fact, when Melaleuca opened their doors back in 1995, our company was founded on essential oils. Back then, they just had eight products, and they were all enhanced with the beneficial properties of pure Melaleuca essential oil. And really, truly, over these last 30 years, they have pioneered and perfected how we harvest and how we extract our oils, the distillation methods. And they are pretty much a standard setter across the globe for quality and efficacy in our oils. And really, truly, at Melaleuca, their goal is to really establish themselves as a trusted source for essential oils. And tonight, I hope to show you how they have certainly done that. They've really developed a unique wellness solution using, harnessing the power of nature, using nature's finest ingredients. And today, you'll see that, gosh, over 50 of our products that you can find in the store, essential oils, all their benefits, you can find them in so many products, over 50 different products. And our company was named after the essential oil of the Melaleuca eternifolia plant, or eternifolia plant. And that's our company is all about essential oils. And so I really love that. Oh, let's see. There it goes. And so you'll see here, oh, it's doing something crazy. Maybe. Here we go. So you'll see here, we harvest our oils very ethically and sustainable methods. You'll see here over 30 single oils from more than 20 countries. And though our collection of oils seems to grow every month. How many of you guys took part in the global tour of oils that launched last year? It looks like it's going to go on in 2019. I am so excited. I have had so much fun growing my oil collection with some oils I had never used before. Black pepper was one. Black pepper is fantastic, by the way, on a massage table. It's grown into one of my favorite oils. And fennel, I hadn't done a whole lot with fennel before. There's some great, if you are not participating in the tour of oils, I would highly encourage you to. It's a great way to familiarize yourself with some new oils. And I'll talk about how you can start using oils in your home. This is just one way. As you watch for that, each month they feature a different oil or collection of oils. And they have a little sticker here that talks about the country and what the particular oil is used for. And then you'll see here, they have some uses, they have some recipes for different blends that you can make for your diffuser. It is just so fun. And it's a great way to kind of play around it and try some new oils that you haven't used before. Okay. So a lot of times people ask, how we test our oils. And really, truly, just so we're really clear, one of the things that I really like about Melaleuca is that really, truly, we're a no hype kind of company, right? Don't you love that? And there's some ploys out there, um, some marketing ploys, some very savvy marketing ploys that try to pitch um, standards that don't exist. For instance, if you've heard the term therapeutic grade, or I have people ask me sometimes, are oils therapeutic or food grade? And there is no such thing. Those are labels that different companies apply to their oils. There's no standardized body. Now, Melaleuca adopts standards. Matter of fact, you'll see here we follow the standard that you'll see here. Let's see. We turn to the International Organization for Standardization and the Association for Normalization. So these are two bodies that are known. They have a widely known reputation for quality and in terms of testing. So this page here, you'll see how we test our oils, different methods that we use to make sure that we really meet a standard for purity, thus the name pure essential oils, which I really like that. So, sometimes here people talk about these terms, marketing terms, as some kind of an assurity for whether or not you can ingest oils. And usually when people ask me that, what they're really asking is if we extract our oils through chemical means, which chemically extracted oils are there's a lot of other things that come along with those oils that may or may not be safe. We don't use any chemical extraction, but you'll never hear Melaleuca make any recommendations for ingesting oils. We don't sell the gel caps. We don't encourage people to ingest oil simply because it would not be prudent for Melaleuca to do that. Oils are so powerful. It has nothing to do with their purity or how we test our oils. What it has to do with is that there are so many different essential oils out there, and they each have different properties. And because their essential oils are lipophilic in nature, meaning that they're lipids, right? They like fat, so they can how they act in the body can be quite profound. They have different chemical properties. They can actually interact with our chemistry. Essential oils can cross the blood-brain barrier. They're very powerful. And so for anyone to recommend the ingestion of oil, in my professional opinion, as a nurse, that would be much akin to practicing medicine without a license. So that doesn't mean that I don't ingest oils, because I do. However, I have guidance from somebody who's smarter than me, who's very knowledgeable about the oils and can help me make sure that I'm not going to hurt myself. And what you'll find here is this alliance of a body of accredited professionals in the oil industry. You'll see here the Alliance of International Aromatherapists. They don't endorse ingestion of oils unless it's recommended and guided by somebody who's trained, licensed, somebody with a body of knowledge such that they can safely make that recommendation, right? If I were to tell you, yeah, sure, add a few drops of this into your tea, whether or not I do, I have no idea how it's going to interact with any medications that you're on or any conditions that you have. And some oils can, there's some oils can cause seizures. Some oils can help with seizures. Some oils can cause them. They are, or other types of problems. So be really careful. Just because Melaleuca does not recommend ingestion of oils doesn't have anything to do with their purity. Quite the opposite. As a matter of fact, sometimes the purer the oils you'll see here, sometimes the purer the oils are, the more potent they are. And ergo, the more interactions that they can have in the body. And you just need to be careful about that. So tonight, we're not going to talk about any kind of internal usage. We're really going to talk about how do you explore getting used to using essential oils. How do you go about that? Whether you're an experienced oil user or maybe you're just dipping your toe in the water and you want to try them out. One thing that really attracted me to, and not all oils are created equal, I will say that too. 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when I first started playing around with oils, I got some cheap oils from a grocery store. I think it was Fred Meyer's actually, which is popular up here. They are just, not all oils are created equal. But what I can say is what I found here at Mellow, not only are oils of the highest quality, they're every bit as good, or if not better, than oils that I have paid 2 to 3 times as much for. And I don't know about you, but my pocketbook and my health really, really, really like that. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight is how we can use those. And basically, tonight we're going to talk about 3 main ways that you can get started with essential oils. We're going to talk about the aromatic effects. That's basically how I choose which oil I'm going to use for what, and the different categories, incense of oils, and then different ways that you can get started with oils, some starter packs that you can really save some money on and try some really nice oils. When I choose an oil, I choose an oil based on what effect I'm going for in the body. So particularly when I'm working with a client or somebody like that, when I'm doing with my Reiki practice, I am looking for an oil to help me open up some chakras or clear stuck energy patterns in the body. Or if you can hear, my son in the background has a cough. There's an effect that I want to give him with essential oils. So anyway, these 4 main ways that different effects that we can get from using essential oils. Some essential oils are really stimulating and invigorating. Think about peppermint, right? Or cinnamon. They just kind of get you fired up and invigorated. Some are really purifying, refreshing, great for detoxing, or really kind of lifting your mood a little bit. Some essential oils help with relaxation, help you unwind or to balance, balancing your energy or balancing hormones. Being somebody in menopause, I really like those. And blends. Blends are really nice. They're combinations of oils that can help achieve a mood or can help with different issues. Or you can choose scents based on, or choose oils based on what kind of scents appeal to you. Now, I will tell you, one of the things that I always like to do is and I'll show you my oil box. I'll show you my collection. When I'm working with somebody and I establish what kind of oil is going to give me the kind of effect that I want, I like to have them smell the oil. So, for instance, I might, lighten. I can't read. Lighten. Anyway, this is my oil collection. I have 2 drawers. I have a lot of oils, and I love them. I love all of them. But when you smell an oil, and you have that effect, it's registering something. And maybe you don't know what it is, but your body knows what it needs. And your body's trying to talk to you all the time. That's really kind of what symptoms are, right? Symptoms are your body's way of telling you, hey, there's something going on. Look at me. Scents that resonate mean that it's got something good for you. Maybe something that your body really needs, right? So if you're drawn to citrus kind of scents, then enjoy those scents. If you're repelled by those scents, then don't use them. There's lots of different oils to help you achieve whatever effect you want in a scent that's really going to resonate with that wise part of you that knows what it needs. So citrus scents, floral scents, minty scents, woodsy or spicy. They're kind of deeper undertones there, herbaceous. Herbaceous scents are really nice, or earthy grounding scents. So different ways of looking at different categories of oils based on how they smell or the effect that you want. So how do we experience oils? There are so many ways. You can see, maybe you can't see, I have my diffuser going there in the background with some Armor, which is a great protective blend. It's kind of like, it has immune boosting properties to it. So you can diffuse oils, and those are fantastic. Those little bitty particles, you can absorb those as you inhale or breathe those in. Inhaling is fantastic. You can just take one of my favorite things is to take a little drop of rose oil, which is my favorite, one of my favorites, and just smell it. There's a lot of power. As a matter of fact, studies have shown rosemary, for instance, is a really powerful oil that you can use, especially if you're trying to focus, or if you're working on some memory work. Rosemary inhaled does something up here in your neurosynapses to help with memory. Really cool research being done there. Topically, you can apply oils topically. Again, you want to be careful. Some oils, when applied topically to the skin, feel great, and they can help to relax muscles. They can improve circulation. They can help with lymphatic drainage, all kinds of great things. And some oils can be very irritating. Some oils, if you enjoy citrusy oils, for example, if you go out in the sun, be careful. It can really bring on a sunburn. So it's important to know how to apply oils topically. Massage, one of my very favorites. Bathing or in the shower. I tell you, I love making little shower melts. You mix 50-50 Epsom salts and baking soda and a few drops of your favorite oils, and put those in the shower and enjoy that, especially when cold or flu garbage is going around in the family. It's fantastic. What about ingesting? I think we covered that pretty well. We do not recommend the haphazard, laissez-faire kind of ingestion of oils. It really needs to be guided by somebody who's licensed, right? Somebody who has a body of knowledge to support that. I really like choosing oils by effect. So whatever effect you're going for, here's an example of different kinds of scent or essential oils that with their properties. You can see here some great stimulating, invigorating oils. Bergamot, cinnamon that we talked about. Clove is a fantastic oil. It also can be numbing. So for tooth pain, sometimes that works well, and it's a great germ killer. Frankincense, very powerful. Grapefruit, lime, peppermint, rosemary we talked about, and thyme. Purifying and refreshing oils, you'll see here cedarwood, I love that, in a closet by the way. Eucalyptus, geranium, ginger, lemon, lemongrass, myrrh, orange, one of my favorites, oregano. Here's some great relaxing blends. Clary sage, jasmine and rose, absolute, lavender, joram, patchouli, you'll see there with melaleuca. Here's one, I'll just take a break here. Melaleuca oil. Not all tea tree oils are created equal. So if you're like me, one of my questions, this is one of my favorite resources, by the way. If you don't have this, it's a huge book. But Melaleuca T36C5. What the heck does that mean, if you're asking? I'm going to see if I can find the page. They did such a great job explaining it in this book that I really like. Tea tree oil is not created equally, to be really frank and honest. Our essential oil actually passes some really rigorous testing and standards, in Australia is what they go by. So let me see here, I'll show it to you. Melaleuca oil. My gosh, they have like 4 big pages on Melaleuca oil. So, and I just want to share this with you. So if you have this question, as I did, it may answer it for you. T3C5. So the T stands for terpenin. Ours is 4 moles. This is a compound inside Melaleuca oil that gives it its antiseptic properties. The 36 means that the oil is 36% terpenen. So that far exceeds the Australian quality standard of 30. So it's very potent in terms of its ability to kill bugs. C stands for the cineol. That's the compound, if I'm even saying that right. That's the compound that gives Melaleuca oil its penetrating power. Okay. So too much cineol and the oil can be really irritating. The 5 means that the oil is only 5% cineol. So that's far stricter than the Australian quality standard, which allows for 15%. So if you have ever heard, that Melaleuca oil isn't good for pets, it has a lot to do with that cineol, if it's irritating or not. We even have a T40C3, which means that it's has even greater antiseptic properties, but it's less penetrating. So that means it would be less irritating. So if you have somebody with sensitive skin, that's the one with the red label. If I can show it to you, and that's this one. So if you have sensitive skin or somebody who didn't tolerate Melaleuca oil very well, that might be a better choice for them. Isn't that awesome? I think that's really cool. I don't know anybody else out there in the industry that has anything like that. Anyway, so that's the Melaleuca oil, the relaxing and balancing. Blends are really fantastic, and Melaleuca has several great blends to choose from. Armor, we talked about that. When you've got sick people, Armor is fantastic. So whenever there's a bug going around, I like it when it skips me. And so diffusing Armor protective blend or putting it on your feet is really powerful. Now, why would you put an essential oil on your feet if you want this to go through your system, right? Well, if you think of it this way, as a matter of fact, it's really cool. If you study Oriental medicine, Chinese medicine, Japanese medicine, they talk about chakras, and these are energy pathways throughout the body. We can actually see those by MRI, by the way. Really, really cool. So if you think about your arteries and veins, they're like a little highway for your blood vessels. Your nerves and your energy, chakras, the energy that comes from chakra, your chi, flows in similar pathways, right? And those pathways, you can connect to every pathway in the body through your 2 places, mainly your feet and your ears. So it's fantastic to put oils on the bottoms of your feet, especially like the Armor blend, or for instance, if I'm going through something really stressful or really difficult, rose is my favorite because it has the highest frequency of any essential oil. If I remember right, I'm just going off of memory, I think it's something like 750 megahertz. It's almost 1,000 megahertz. It's way higher than frankincense, way higher than lavender, and those are 2 really powerful oils. Well, rose is above and beyond. So anyway, that's where I apply them when I want mega effect, as I apply them to my feet. Blue Heat, this is a great soothing blend that's great for sore muscles. Brighten, if depression or anxiety or stress is weighing you down, that's a great one. The stress blend is fantastic, or the Lighten, Brighten, let's see, Peace. Peace is a great calming blend if you want to bring things down a little bit. Peace. Sharpen is fantastic when you're doing some brain work and you really want to be able to focus. Vapor is fantastic if you have colds, coughs. Jason, you need some vapor. Or asthma, my daughter loves that when her asthma is irritated. Or Vitalize. Vitalize is a fantastic, and Drive is another one that's not even on here. These are great invigorating blends that you can use. Oils by scent category. So here you can see some different examples of what oils would fall in a citrus or floral category. Herbaceous. Oregano is a really powerful germ killer too. I absolutely love that one, as rosemary. And then of course you have your earthy ones like vetiver. When you think about earthy scents, they're very grounding. Vetiver, for example, is an earthy oil, and it has really very strong grounding properties. So it's fantastic for people who have anxiety or they're really wound up. ADHD, vetiver, myrrh, patchouli, those are really great oils for. Carrier oils. So some oils, like we talked about already, some oils are really soothing and you can apply them neatly, meaning you don't have to dilute them. Some you have to dilute. So it's really important to know that. You can look that up and I'll show you a great resource for that. This just gives you some general guidelines. For instance, when I'm making roller bottles, this is one of my favorites. I named it Mountain Waterfall because it just makes me feel like, you know how you stand in front of a waterfall and that mist and it just feels, that's what this one reminds me of, and I don't even remember what I put in there, but peppermint, some lavender, there's a hint of a citrus in there. Anyway, so when I'm making a roller ball, a blend for whatever I want, in general, these are the guidelines: a drop of oil for a teaspoon for kids, 2 drops or 3 drops, depending on how you're using those. Carrier oils, we carry in the store fractionated coconut oil, which doesn't really have any odor. It's really lightweight. It has a light moisturizing properties to them. Fantastic, really nourishing. Sweet almond oil does carry just a light, I love the smell of sweet almond oil. It's just a light kind of nutty scent. It's loaded with rich vitamins, really great for using massage. So if you haven't looked in the store, Melaleuca, I tell you, I just absolutely love it. So this is rose oil, and you'll see here, now I used to pay $200 for my little bottle of rose oil. And here in our store, it goes for $85, less than half. And I tell you, it's every bit as potent. And here you'll see when that goes on special, the oil of the month, $68. Shut up. That's like a blue light special. I just think that's amazing. Very potent oil. I use this so sparingly. It's so potent. But you'll see here the price points are really amazing, and they have different little packages. If you go on the store, I highly encourage you to browse around, look at the different packages that they have. They have a conglomeration where you can get some starter oils and get one free. And those are staples that really, truly everybody uses. Who doesn't use lemon, peppermint, lavender? Melaleuca oil, every household should have. It's my go-to for cuts and scrapes and things like that. There's some other great resources available to you. If melaleuca.com /pure or EXT pure. If you type in melaleuca.com /pure, it's going to take you to that site. Actually, let me show it to you. And then a flipping book. This is where, let's see if I can show it to you. For some do-it-yourself recipes, I tell you, they have some great recipes there. I shared with you one of my favorite recipes, which is the shower melts. We have made bath bombs and we've made bath salts. Let's see here if I can share. When you go onto melaleuca.com /pure, well, my internet's really slow. Yeah, when you go there, let me show you what I have done. Wow, because my internet's slow, probably because we're broadcasting here. When you go into the essential oils aisle of the store, it will take you to, yeah, it's really slow. I'll show you. It will take you to a place where you can actually look up and you can print up. If you want your own little reference guide on how to use oils, they're right here. So you can see I printed these all up from our store. So don't think you have to go buy some fancy book, although I love the books too and I have some. Here, this shows you the price that you pay. So here's the Armor. This is what I have going in the background. You can see that my price as a preferred member is $20. And you'll see here it's aromatic, so it explains the properties. It's warm, spicy, woody, camphor-like, photosensitive, so it'll tell you, be careful. It can cause a predisposition to sunburn if you're out in the sun. And that it's sensitive, so you might have to dilute that if you're using that on the skin, and now you know how to do that. It tells you how to use it. You can diffuse it, you can dilute it, massage it into your feet, you can rub it into your palms like we talked about and inhale it. You can even add it to your favorite EcoSense products as if they weren't powerful enough, right? Add some germ killing on there. So you can go through there and you can print up all the oils or print up your favorite ones and learn how to use them. They're fantastic. Here's one. Eucalyptus is fantastic in the laundry for purifying and freshening your laundry. It even gives you different, you'll see here if you need a diffuser or different, we carry roller balls. Did you know that? And carrying cases. I have too many for a carrying case. It goes over the single oils, the blends, the carrier oils. You can find all kinds of information on how to use oils in your back office, in your shopping site. It's a fantastic resource. I tell you, I think every home should have some essential oils because I just think they have so many different properties that you can use to really bless your family and bless yourself. Let's see. No questions. All right. Well, I just thank you guys for popping on here. Share though, I would love to hear from you what your favorite uses for oils are. If you have questions, pop them in there, share it around, and enjoy playing in the store and playing with the oils. Thanks again. Have a great night. Bye, everybody.